Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Alyssa. That was kind of a rough start, but it's okay. We are going to be talking about my Four Seasons project pan and what I'm going to bring in for the spring season. So if you are excited for spring to start, then please keep watching. So if you're new, I have a playlist with the different videos for this, but I started it in the fall of last year. Basically, each season I am picking different makeup products to pan, with a number count that is chosen at random and just having fun using some makeup seasonally. Now, it's not the only makeup that I use for this time. I will, use other things and other projects that I'm working on, but when I'm feeling like I need some spring makeup, then it's really easy. Also, I do put an update for how it went, and those have so far been going up maybe a month or so before I actually bring in new products. I've been so excited each season with using this stuff that I often end up, using it very early. So we'll see what happens this time if I'm as motivated with these products. When I'm thinking about spring, apparently I'm thinking a lot of pink and green, you're gonna see. So let's go ahead and talk about the products. Okay, so to start, I am bringing in 2 lip glosses. I was trying to think for lip products, what would work best for springtime, and I could have brought in, there's a certain lipstick I was thinking of, but really, these 2 lip glosses to me would be very spring. One is a warm tone neutral shade, and it just kind of reads, there's something about it makes me think of spring types of flowers and all, because it's not a vibrant shade, but I don't know, something about it. And then the other is I guess it was supposed to be like a pH type of gloss or something, because it looks purpley and almost clear, and then it turns pink, which is great because I didn't have pink products for my lips, and so now I can make things pink. So I'm thinking I will either be using this on its own or also just layering it over glosses that I have. I have starting weights for these, and after the different uses, then we'll see how it's going. I'm also bringing in a liquid blush, which is a pink shade, but it also is very glowy. So to me, that is sort of a nice springtime sort of cheek look. But I'm also bringing in a powder blush, and this particular powder blush is just really easy to throw on because it is light in color, goes with anything. So, the liquid blush is more fussy for me, but the powder blush could be great for those quick days. I also was thinking about the fact that everyone talks about being pale in winter, but really, yes, the color fades from the summertime, but really you're still going to be on the pale side in spring, at least where I live, because we don't really get all of that warm sunlight until, middle of summer. So I'm almost at my lightest, I feel like, in springtime. So using these 2 lighter shades of blush should, be good for me. So for those 4 products, I am going to be using the random number generator, and it's going to be anywhere between 15 to 45 uses. And I did that so that way it's, especially by only picking like 2 lip products, 2 cheek products, if I did get the max of 45 for each item, then that would be the 90 days that this goes on. So hopefully that doesn't have to happen, but we'll see. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start with the brownie gloss and see what my uses are. So I'm gonna do generate 29. All right, I'm gonna write it down, otherwise I will forget. All right, then we're gonna generate now for the pinky gloss, 19. All right, so that's nice that I can, be using other things. All right, for the liquid blush, really? 45? Okay. Was not expecting that, but there you go. Okay, so, you know, it's fine. All right, what about for the powder blush? 16. Okay, well, you know, a lot of my blush days are spoken for now with these two, and that's okay. All right, now we are going to go into the nail polish section. So for nail polish, like I said, I was really going into this whole pink and green theme. So I have this rose-colored glasses. I have Meet Cute. That's very similar to my shirt. I have this, She's a Wildflower. I have from Cleona, this is Smolder Light, and you can see it has like a pink-green shift. And then from Pacifica, I have Green Goddess. All right, so you can see my color story here. Again, I weighed all of them. These, though, it's only going to be between 1 and 15 uses. So, all right, for that rose-colored glasses, I got 12 uses. All right. For this pink, 11. For this pink, 6. That's my favorite. Oh, well. For Smolder Light, 14. For Green Goddess, 5. All right. Not making me work too hard with the green. And now we're going to talk about eyeshadow. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I did decide this time to have a palette. I didn't do it for the winter. I was just doing singles, but I really wanted to use this palette again. It also really does make me think, you know, with spring, you're thinking like Easter colors and flower colors, and just even transitioning from winter into warmer weather, it just really calls to me. So I wanted that, but I figure since I'm using a palette that I just wouldn't pick as many singles. So this is what I came up with, just a smaller palette this time. And you're gonna notice it's very shimmer heavy, but that is because the palette is very matte heavy. So I figure I didn't need as many mattes. And the mattes I was picking, I was trying to pick ones that were different from what was already there. So if I, I just got my finger in the blue. Okay. So if you're looking at them, you can see then it's, you know, very different from each other, but they should be able to work together. I was also trying to pull in shades that I'm using in other projects just to make my life easier, and they did kind of work with the spring coloring for me. So once again, you know, I've got lots of pinky colors. This is actually more of a kind of greeny color. I will have it swatched out, but you know, then we have the green. When I was thinking of spring, I was thinking though I did want to have some sort of blue, and this is one of my blues that I haven't used a lot recently, so let me give it some attention. I just wanted this eyeshadow, and I will make it work. It'll also work well with the green and blue, so that was kind of the reasoning there. Just a little touch of neutral, just, you know. So I will have swatches for this. For the palette, the number that I get between 1 and 15 will be how many looks that I do with the palette. It does not have to be, you know, using all the shades that many times. But for the singles, whatever I roll will be how many times I have to use each shade in it. So we're going to start with the palette. All right, how many looks? Just 5, okay? That is fine. I can do that, no problem. And I will try to remember to save the looks so that when I do my recap of the end, then I can, you know, tell you how it went and show you. All right, for the singles, remember whatever I get is going to be how many times for each eyeshadow in there. Really? So it's going to be nice to me for eyeshadow, just not nice to me for blush. All right, I see how it is. So 5 times for each of those singles. And like I said, I will have the swatches and all that on the screen. And yeah, so let me go ahead and I'm gonna kind of clean this up and move to where I actually put on my makeup and do a look with these items. Ta-da! All right, so I did add this gloss on top of the lip liner. I added some mascara, and I did add a little bit of highlighter and all that I'm working on in some other projects. Was there anything else? No, there was nothing else. Oh, I powdered my face, that's right. So far, good. It was a little bit like, whew, I didn't know where to start with the eyeshadows because I do have so many colors that I can choose from, but I just decided to go with the color that kind of scares me the most, if you will, which is green. So, you know, it went fine. I like the sparkle with the Cleona, like it really does kind of shift with the pink and green a bit, so that's good. And same with the Sydney Gray shade that I used. I used it wet, and it definitely got more of the look that I like. And I think I like it with the green, so I need to keep that in mind. I also like the pop of pink was just sort of spur of the moment, decided to add that on, and I like that. My lips are probably going to continue to get more pink as it sits on it because it's that color adjusting type of thing. The cheeks were definitely, that was a lot of blush. So I need to use less. I don't know. It feels like every time I use it, which is why it's a little fussy. Sometimes it feels like I did, put a lot on that palette and then I go to apply and I need more. And then like today, it went a little overboard for me, but it's okay. I mean, I think in the end it turned off. It's definitely like, a blushy look today. So, and then though sometimes I feel like then when I powder it, it gets patchy, and it didn't really do that today. So I don't know. But I'm going to have 44 more uses to get to know it better. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this was entertaining for you at least. If you want to join this project pan, then please feel free. I do have an introduction video that explains to you my rules with it, but I mean, you can be flexible with it. I always like to have people do project panning as well. Until my next video, I hope you'll be doing well, and I will see you then. Bye. Oh. Ooh. Cut that up. Okay.